Check, check. Hi. Jamie! Hi. That's awesome. Welcome. Oh, hey. Jamie, do you have any requests for your class tonight? For prep? Hey guys, it's Noelle Whittington. Join me on my YouTube channel for a free live stream Vinyasa Yoga. Here's my studio. We're all set up here. Yeah. Hey guys, come to my Noelle Whittington YouTube channel for a free live stream yoga class, 10:30 to noon today. The link's in my bio. See you there. Hi, Sarah. Hi. I have to get up to come see the chats, so you guys get to see my face close up. What up? Hi, boo. Sarah, meet Jamie. Jamie, are you still here? We're about to start in 5 minutes. Just want to give everybody, aw, you're lovely. I want to give everybody time to log in. Yes. Do you two have any requests for practice? Sarah needs to go in and find quiet. What about you, Jamie? You guys can hear me okay? That's okay, Sarah. It's a good thing that you're a large spirit in a small package. We'll just get creative with the space we have. All right, Jamie, you said shoulders. Do you mean shoulder opening or stabilizing? Like, are you going to get into arm balances or more like a stretching maneuver? Restful. Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you have a couple blocks with you? Because we can do the heart bench. And you put the block between your shoulder blades. Wings of the heart. I love that. Ooh, yeah. That's awesome. I've been talking about the breath expanding wings on the back of your body as you move up into the middle and upper chambers of the lungs. And the shoulders are just the wings of the heart. That's great. Ooh, we have a theme for class today. Love that. All right, you guys, if you want, you can sit up and chant with me, or you can chant with me on your heart bench. So if you want to, you can take your blocks and you can put your blocks. I like to do one block at the base of the shoulder blades here, and then another block as a pillow for the head, and that way the arms can fall out like a T, like wings. So if you'd like to do that, you can. I'll do a little oil meditation with my essential oils and a little bit of an opening invocation. So I have these oils here. This one is called Woodland Blues. You can't really see, it's backwards anyway. But this is from my friend at Third Generation Herbals. So her website is in the video notes. It's thirdgenerationherbal.com, and it's cedarwood, bergamot, and myrrh. And Sarah, I know that you don't love cedarwood on its own, but I think grounding right now is really helpful. And the bergamot and myrrh just makes it really sweet, and I just love it so much. And it's for seasonal depression and willpower. Ooh. And then I just have lavender here, and I just got this at Tidal Creek, our local co-op. Lavender, because I love it. I could put lavender in everything. Who else joined us? I see another person. If you have a chat feature, say hi. I'm still new to this thing. Are any of you on your mobile and still have a chat? I'm not sure. I think it might just be on the desktop. Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to begin our practice. Okay, cool. That's good to know, Jamie. Thanks. All right. So Sarah and Jamie and anybody else who is joining us today, welcome. This is an all levels Vinyasa Yoga and mantra practice. And my name is Noelle. I'm happy to be here with you all today in my home studio. It's beautiful outside. The weather has been really nice lately, and I'm just so grateful that the kapha, the earth and water element, the more snuggly hibernation feel in terms of season, has moved out. And now it feels like spring and summer, and I have much more energy. We just went through a full moon, and it felt really tiring, but not on the full moon itself. It felt tiring after. So for the last few days, and I've noticed that people have been really energetically kind of strange and just sort of like erratic, and we can't get anything done. It's kind of like we're doing this. So these oils will help with that. We're going to ground in and down, not to feel heavy, but to feel more connected to our foundation and our root, and we're going to come back home. Today I'm doing a workshop at Salty Dog Yoga and Surf, which is called Embodying the Goddess. And our first workshop today, it's from 1 to 3 if anybody's local, if you want to come down to Carolina Beach after this. But the theme is Shakti. She's also called Tripura Sundari, or Mahadevi, the great goddess, or the OG, literally the original goddess. And this is the all-encompassing principle of Mother Nature herself, all of energy and its manifestations, all of Shakti. So if you can think about an ocean, Adi Shakti is the ocean, and all of the divine principles and elements and creatures are all drops within that ocean. So Adi Shakti is our home. It is everything. She, the feminine energy, always changes and moves. And so our practice is learning how to really create moment by moment awareness, which is our practice. I think that's our physical practice, is finding awareness and coming in and getting grounded so that we can return to what's important. And so we can really be clear about how to live in alignment with our soul's purpose or our dharma. So the Adi Shakti principle is everything. So let's enjoy that today. And Jamie called the shoulders the wings of the heart. And I think that the core of our being is not just our solar plexus or our pranic center or our khanda, which is Manipura chakra, but I think it's the heart as well. I think that the heart, the anahata, the spiritual and physical heart, is truly the core of our being. So not only of the abdominals and the solar plexus, but the heart itself. And so this is where we can bring our awareness to and live from and expand outward. So we'll be doing some heart openers today. We'll be doing a little shoulder opener. Some of you might be in that heart bench. And if you're just joining us, you can put the shoulder blades like this behind your upper back. This block goes under the shoulder blades, and this block goes under the head. And you open your arms and wrist. So if you have oils with you, you can just take your oils. I'm using lavender, and I'm using cedarwood, bergamot, and myrrh blend, which is woodland blues, and you can buy this in the video notes. So I'll just put a couple of drops of the woodland blues in my hand, and 1 drop of lavender. You can also just use your favorite oils. Whatever makes you feel relaxed and grounded and supported is helpful for your system. So you just rub your hands together, get it warm. Take a deep breath in and lay your hands over your face. You can close your eyes or drop your gaze if you like, and take a deep breath in. Hold at the top, tuck your chin. And exhale. Again, rub your hands. Open them in front of your face, take a deep breath in. Hands to your heart, hold your breath. Activate Jalandhara Bandha by dropping the chin. This is our chin lock. Feel prana move up to the heart, up to the hands. And then exhale, release through your mouth. Again, rub your hands. This time, let your inhale move up from the core of the earth, below whatever building you're in, into your body at the root. Engage the pelvic floor and feel prana moving up the elevator of the Sushumna Nadi, that central channel, up to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Hands to your heart, tuck your chin. Hold. Soften your shoulders. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, exhale. Take a deep breath in. And full exhale. Feel free to keep your hands at your heart or release your hands to your lap or on your knees as we take some deep breaths together. Dirga Pranayama, the long 3-part breath. Let the belly be soft, expand through the ribs, open up the chest, feel the wings of the heart move back, giving yourself more room to get all the way up into the throat. Pause and swallow. Then exhale through the nose, release from the top down, imagining emptying your vessel completely, letting prana move back down through your vessel, down to the core of the earth. Inhale, pull prana up from the earth. Feel that Udana Vayu, the upward wind flowing prana moving through your body up the central channel, which is called the Sushumna, from the root. All the way up to the crown. Take one hand to the top of your head and cap off the energy. Tuck your chin and hold the breath. Sip a little more air in through your mouth and hold that. Swallow. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Now as you exhale, release it down your body, but feel your energy move up through the crown of the head, up towards your star. Link to your star and feel a lightness. So that you feel rooted and tethered to the earth, but it's easy to sit up. You feel light and free. Now inhale from all directions into the center of the body, right into the heart space, between the solar plexus and the heart. And feel that space light up with yellow and green, merging together like 2 paint colors right next to each other. As you exhale, imagine the colors that yellow and green make. Again, inhaling, drawing in to the core, Samana Vayu. And exhaling, radiate outward, Vyana Vayu. Draw that expansive energy in as you inhale. Exhale, radiate outward and pull the energy down to your root. Put one hand near the root, Muladhara chakra. One hand at the top of the head, Sahasrara chakra. And as you inhale, once again, pull the energy up from the earth, up through the root. Engage Mula Bandha and squeeze Mula Bandha. Squeeze the pelvic floor and feel prana and Kundalini Shakti, your personal divine energy, move up the central channel. It's stopping at the crown, and you can feel the hand at the top of your head getting warmer. Press the top of your head into your hand as you get taller and taller and taller. And as you exhale, release your hands and bring them down to your heart. Let the thumbs touch the sternum and send the fingers outward in an expansive gesture of offering, Anjali. I'll offer 3 rounds of Om and 3 rounds of Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti in an invocation of peace. And perhaps we bow also to that primordial mother, Mother Nature, original goddess, Adi Shakti, which is all of our energy, the entire universe, all the planets, each other, all energy manifested. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I bow to you because I see and recognize the divine within you, the divinity that we share. Namaste. Feel free to release your hands and continuing to look down at the floor. You might flutter your eyes open. And when you feel ready, we'll move into our practice. So if you have your oils, you can just put them off to the side, or you might re-up, putting a little bit more in your hand for your practice. That usually is nice, but you don't want to put so much oil in your hand that you slip around on your mat. Okay, I'm going to put a beautiful harmonium out of the way. We'll use her again at the end of our practice. All right. So if you are on your heart bench, your blocks would look like this. So you can just go ahead and take your blocks off the sides of your mat. And let's put them up on the front corners of the mat so that we can use them later. Let's start on our backs. We'll do a little core work here to begin. So coming onto your back. Sounds good. Oh yeah. Feel free to take a moment just to notice how your low back feels after you have the blocks underneath you. You can rock a little side to side, or you could hug your knees into your chest. If you need a little bit more of a quadricep and hip flexor release, take the feet wide so that as your knees rock, one leg can go into internal rotation, which is really helpful to work with any low back conditions, sciatica, or even just to open up the front line of the body. This is great after travel or a lot of walking or even sitting. And then when you're ready, drop the knees to your left and reach out through your right hand, and you might turn your head to your right. Take a full breath in. A big exhale. If you want, take your left foot on top of your right knee to deepen the stretch, and take another deep breath in. Big exhale. One more big deep breath in. Full exhale. And then let's release the left foot down. Draw the feet apart, rock the knees to your right, and stretch out through your left arm. And you can gaze to your left if you want to. Feel free to put your right foot on top of your left knee for a deeper stretch. And let's take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. Full exhale. Then one more breath. Full exhale. Relax the right foot, bring the knees back to center. And let's do a few pelvic tilts to find pelvic neutral. You can put your hands on the front of your body if you would like to, and feel the pelvis rock into a posterior tilt, feeling your low back flatten. And then as you inhale, rock the pelvis forward into an anterior tilt, a little bit of space underneath the pelvis. And exhale and reverse. So forward and back with your breath. Let your inhale create extension in the lumbar spine, the low back, and exhale, flatten the low back to the floor. Again, inhale, extension, exhale, flatten to the floor. Now level the pelvis and press the right side of your pelvis down to the floor further. And then let it level off. Inhaling, press the left side of your pelvis down to the floor further. Exhale, level it off. To the right again, press it down. And level it off. And last time, left side. And level it off. Good. Now, I don't know about you, but that little bit of practice just already helped my low back. It's so magical. Okay, take your hands to the back of your head, and your job is to try to keep the natural curve of your low back. So somewhere between the flat and the arch, and the side to side as well. Please press down into your feet, and without actually moving your legs, hug them closer together, and you'll start to feel a little engagement of the inner thighs. And also, the pelvic floor slightly engages, and the perineum draws upward. So continue to feel that uplift of energy, and exhale, keeping your neck long, curl your torso upward. And inhale, go down but not all the way, and exhale and lift up. So your neck is long. Imagine like your favorite fruit between your chin and your chest. I'm gonna think about a juicy, ripe mango. We need some Jamaican mango, Sarah. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you release. And if you find neutral pelvis, you might find that it's a little bit more challenging than it normally would be. And we practice abdominal exercises in neutral spine so that we can maintain stability in the spine and stability in the pelvis and the sacroiliac joints. So the spinal stabilizers get worked, the transverse abdominis and the multifidi. Now let's go to the left. Take your right elbow to your left. And if you want to, you can pull your left elbow up to your right knee and step it back down as you inhale. And then exhale to switch. So you can walk side to side with your legs like this, or if you want to, you can start to do the bicycle. So one knee bends to 90 degrees and the other leg stretches out, but your toes are alive as you stretch your legs out and press your feet forward. Big exhales as you twist will help to activate your Agni, your digestive fire, which is really helpful for burning off the kapha from the winter seasons and helping us find our motivation and energy and drive again, but from a clear and grounded space so that we're living in alignment with our dharma, our soul's purpose, rather than just working too hard or creating imbalance from being too fiery, too pitta, or moving around too much and not settling on any one thing, which is a vata imbalance, which is what I'm experiencing right now, according to my Ayurvedic doctor that I saw in India. So keep moving with your breath. And we did these in class yesterday, so my abs are already sore. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, last one, and then do one on the left side just for fun. And then release. You can hug the knees and the chest if you like, rock side to side. Whew. We'll do one more set of abdominal work. And as we do, I invite you to think about a big dream. I have a sticker on my mirror that says dream big. So what would you like to manifest? What are your wildest dreams? I've been thinking about that idea of really stepping into my power lately. And that is one of the principles of Adi Shakti, is that we are already that powerful being and we are always in the flow. But we somehow block the flow by focusing our mind on things that don't serve us, by not listening to the responses of our body. So let's just continue throughout this practice to practice awareness moment to moment, and then hopefully off the mat it'll get a little easier. Then let's put the feet down. Okay, now find neutral pelvis, so that neutral space that we found before, and let's take the feet up into the air. Okay, you can leave the hands by the sides and support your low back if you need to, but if you'd like to challenge your core to protect your spine, then let's lift the torso up, cradling the head in the hands. Inhale and extend the right leg down and let it hover just above the floor, and exhale and draw it back up. Inhale, the left leg goes down, and exhale, draw it back up. Toes are alive. Press the ball of your foot forward as you draw the toes back to your face. Sort of like, I don't know, a floint, part plantar flexion, part dorsiflexion, AKA the Barbie foot. Inhale down and exhale back up. So what are your wildest dreams right now? I'm manifesting this really powerful, well-attended journey with my friends. How can we be our best selves in the world? How can we take care of our bodies and keep our minds clear so that we might speak our truth? And if it even helps just one person, it's worth it. Let's do 4. Imagine zipping up through the legs as you rise. 3. Engage prana in through the pelvic floor, up to the core. 2. And 1. Good. Release. Take a breath. Let's stretch the left leg out. Take your right leg in, scoot your hips to the right, and then take your right leg to your left and stretch out through your left arm. And you can, right arm, just kidding. And you can keep your arm on the ground, or you can circle around through your shoulder to get some mobility. And Jamie, it's always really nice to set your students up in a supported twist so that the shoulder can open, and you can give them the options of reaching the arms by the sides, up and over behind your head, or out like a cactus or a T. And you can put a bolster behind the spine or underneath the leg that's twisting. Now let's come back through the center. Scoot the hips a little to the left so that you can draw the left leg over to the right. And I usually have to kind of scoot my hips and my torso back here. And then find that comfortable position for your left arm. And if you'd like, you can let it rest there, or feel free to move around through your left arm, opening up through your shoulder. Deep breaths. And remember, you can drink water anytime. And I can't see you, unfortunately, so I invite you to take care of yourself and be safe. If something doesn't work for you, change it or just choose not to do it at all. This is your practice. Your soul, where we meet in ERYT Shakti, is the highest teacher. She knows best, not me. Okay, when you're ready, let's roll onto the right side of the body. Just pause for a moment. Take a breath. And then you can press yourself up. Let's come into table. So go ahead and flip around, facing any direction. If you have sunlight in the room where you're in, it's nice to face the sun. Press down through the hands, spread the fingers wide, drop through the belly as you broaden through the chest, and put a little drag on your hands. Inhale there. As you exhale, round your spine, come into flexion, tuck the head, tuck the tail, cat spine. Inhale to cow or extension. And above me on the fireplace over here, I have my altar of ERYT Shakti, of Ma, specifically of Kali, fierce protector, motherly love, goddess of truth, and Chamundeshwari, the demon killer, the one who helps us destroy sorrow. And all of the goddess archetypes are that fierce protector, that motherly love. They speak the truth, they embody the truth, and they'll stop at nothing to learn what that is and to help us to reconnect with that within ourselves and in our lives. Okay, when you're ready, come back to neutral spine. Take an inhale, lift your left hand up, and exhale, slide your left arm either forearm down or all the way through, and you can let your head release onto your mat. You might walk your right arm forward, you might move around through it, or maybe it wraps behind your back. And if you want a little asymmetrical stretch here, you could do two things. You could stretch your right foot back, or supporting yourself with your right hand, you might step your right foot out. Just make sure that your left knee is stable and grounded. You could put a blanket under there if you want to. Then you could wrap again, or perhaps the left hand goes to reach toward the right leg. And I like to keep my left palm facing up. So I don't know if you can see this clearly, I hope you can, but I'm reaching underneath my right leg to my ankle so that my palm continues to face up, because that feels best for my shoulder. Then I can roll my right arm open. Oh, this feels really good on the low back and the QL, quadratus lumborum, aka the love muffin spot, just above your pelvis on either side. That being said, the love muffin is a cute little name for our bodies. Ma, ERYT Shakti, would remind us that our bodies are a miracle, a divine, one-of-a-kind vessel for divine energy to flow through. So if we discount our bodies, if we say things like we are not our bodies, and if we can't look in the mirror and tell ourselves that we're beautiful, then we're not being grateful for the gift that we have, and our bodies might shut down on us. So let's offer gratitude for this vessel, this sacred vessel that we are, and honor it so that we can be as healthy as possible right now. When you're ready, push down through your right hand, press up onto your hands. And then if you'd like, if you had your right leg out, you could lift it up and you could circle around. So option 1 is to be in table with your left knee down. Option 2, you could circle, in down dog, and maybe you come forward. Option 3, to plank and all the way back. Circle the other way if you haven't yet. Bend the knee and open up the hip, and if your left knee is down, you could be in side plank. So if the left knee is down, you could turn to the left a little bit. You could stretch the right leg up. You could reach back and catch the right foot with your right hand. Or if you are in downward facing dog and your right leg is lifted, you could choose to stay there, or you could start to step over, careful with the shoulders, to cut across in a wild thing. Let's do a really stable variation where we turn the feet to the back of the mat, and then you'll walk your left foot underneath your body so both knees are bent. Then this will help to open up the shoulders a little bit more. And if you have a wall near you, you can put your hand on the wall, or you could reach your right hand to grab your glutes and see how strong they are in this position and offer gratitude. And then when you're ready, let's come back over and release. Okay, now we'll be taking the left arm through. I'm just going to turn so that I can see you and you can see me. So from table, pressing down into the hands, reach the right arm up as you inhale, and then exhale, draw the right arm, either the elbow comes down for your twist, or you can slide it through. And it's not uncommon to do something on one side but not the other. So just notice. So you know all of your options here. You could play around with that left hand right where it is, or you could walk it forward, or you can wrap it behind your back. Now, if you want to, take your left hand down for support, and you can either stretch your left leg back, and you can play with balance if you'd like, and you could reach up and catch your foot. And to do that, you've got to really push down to the floor with your right arm so that from that groundedness, you have room to fly. Kind of like that breathing that we did when we were tethered to the core of the earth and we pulled prana up, but then we shot back up toward the stars as well, because we're both. We're the earth and we're the cosmos. Or you could take your left foot out. And then if you'd like, if you want, you can reach through, if you have that mobility, to keep your right palm facing up, and then you can grab underneath your left ankle, and this might be a great stretch, and if it's not, do something else. And if you feel too much going on in your left knee, let it bend a little bit, or push your left foot down to the floor and push your right foot to the floor as well, and try to scoop your tail down just a little bit so that your core is engaged more, so you're not loading up on the joint itself. And feel free to play. Find a comfortable position for your neck. Usually I have to tuck my chin into my chest and roll to the back of my neck. Deep breaths. Oh, yum. I invite you to find the things that feel the most effective and supportive of your practice. So be curious about it. And then when you're ready, let's come back to center, and we'll come down onto the hands. Or up, rather. Now, if you want, you can lift your left leg and you can start to circle around. Make sure that your core is engaged as you go. If you'd like, option 2 is to be in down dog. You can move around through your left leg, or come all the way forward to plank, and all the way back. We'll be getting into some fun arm balances today. So starting to work with strength in the arms is a great idea. Both directions if you haven't yet. And then let's step it down.
You can come into child's pose for a few breaths, or if you're ready for down dog right away, go for it. If you're in child's pose, imagine breathing from the low chamber of the lungs up to the middle and upper lungs. And as the breath rises into the back of the rib cage, imagine your wings expanding outward as you inhale. So try and fill up the back of the body with energy as well. As you exhale, release. 2 more deep breaths. Move around through your neck for 1 more breath. And then when you feel ready, if you're in child's pose, let's rise to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, soften the knees and look toward the hands. You can step or you can hop forward. Bring your hands all the way up to your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Put some of the weight of your toes so you're rocking forward. Knees are soft as you fold forward and relax. Shake around through your neck if you want to. Feel free to hold your elbows or even the back of your neck. Release your jaw. If you feel dizzy, keep your eyes open and lift your head above the level of your heart. You might even just put your forearms on your thighs instead. Let's take 1 more breath. And then use your hands, bend your knees, walk up your legs, engage your core as you go. And then as you rise to stand, let's shrug the shoulders up to the ears as you inhale and then back and down as you exhale. A couple more times, up and back down. How are we doing, guys? Gals? Ooh, we have more friends joining us. Hi. I hope that you're all having a good time and that you can hear me and see me still. Okay, let's flow. Let's move into our vinyasa, which means appropriate placement or to place in a special way. You might grab some water. I'll take you through a moderately paced Namaskar series, and you're welcome to go at your own pace, okay? Following your breath is the most important thing because we want the breath to be as expansive as possible, okay? And everybody's different. When you're ready, let's come to the top of the mat. The feet can be slightly apart or big toes together, heels slightly apart. See if you can send the pelvis slightly down, meaning posterior tilt. So the pelvis roots down just a little bit to feel engagement through the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, and the lower belly rising up toward the heart. Let the arms reach by your sides. When you're ready, inhale, reach your arms to the sky, lift your gaze if you want to for Urdhva. As you exhale, lean forward, engage your core, draw your heart down toward the earth, exhaling to Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to the shins or keep them on the floor, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, and extend your spine further, draw the navel toward the ribs. As you exhale, plant the palms and keep the shoulders right above the hands and the neck is long. You're looking beyond the hands. Keep that gaze as you step back to plank. Catch the navel and draw it in and hold the breath for a second, Kumbhakasana. And then exhale, lower through your push-up on the knees or on the toes. Stop and hover. And inhale, press into the tops of the feet for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Draw the insides of the heels toward one another and pull the inner thighs in, the pelvic bone forward, the heart forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath in and a big exhale out. Wrap the inner thighs back, meaning stick your butt out, but bend your knees just a little bit. Now draw your core in, bring your rib cage towards your thighs, and then press the top of the thighs back and away. Your heels may or may not touch the floor. On your inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your gaze point. Hands to the shins or to the floor. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold. Press into your feet, rise up. Take a back bend, Anudvitasana, press the hips forward and the heart up. Put some of the weight of the toes, use the inner thighs to lift the heart. And then exhale, Samastitihi, and drop the arms. Now I'll simply call the breath. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step to plank or jump to bent elbows and lower down. Inhale. Exhale. One full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath. Inhale, look forward. Step or jump. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Anavittasana, standing backward. Exhale, Tadasana. Surya Namaskar B, inhale, sit low, reach high, Utkatasana, draw back through the rib cage, down to the tail. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step to plank or jump into bent elbows lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right foot steps forward, ground your back heel, Virabhadrasana 1. Hips face forward-ish. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bring the shoulders above your wrists and step back, knees, toes, or one leg. And exhale for your push-up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1, rise. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, move forward to step back, your neck is long. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. If you're new to the practice and you need a little more explanation, check out my Chaturanga and the 8 limbs video. Let's take one more breath. Soften the knees, look beyond the hands, step or jump, top of the mat, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift your heart, create space by drawing the navel up under the ribs and fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, drop the seat, raise the arms. Keep the spine relatively neutral. Exhale, rise to stand, lift your heart. Now just breath, Surya B. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, still point. Child's pose is always welcomed. You can grab some water. We'll take 5 breaths here. Try to stay connected to your breath. Stay in that meditative space. 3 more breaths. 2. 1 more breath. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, inhale. Exhale, top of the mat, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, rise to stand. Release the hands. Let's take a deep breath in. We'll move into our standing poses now. with a focus on opening up through the hips, okay? So when you feel ready, let's rise again, inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands 2 blocks up high with the blocks as stable as possible so your weight is in your legs, not in the blocks if you can. If you want, you can keep your fingertips on the floor, or option 3 is no hands as we move into Virabhadrasana 3. So when you're ready, let's come up to a flat back. Your left leg for now is your grounded leg. Extend your right leg. Play around with the orientation of the pelvis. So see if you can find a level pelvis, not by orienting one hip down, but rather let's lift up through the outer left hip. So I invite you to put your left hand on the left hip, right at the crease, and try and lift up there and then drive energy back through your right leg. Your right leg does not have to be high, it just needs to be straight and strong and pull the toes towards you. Now from there, if you want to, you can bring your hands off your blocks, maybe airplane wings for now. If you want to put your hand on a wall or hands behind you, let's take a full breath in. And as you exhale, let's step back, Virabhadrasana 2. So for Warrior 2, your back heel grounds at an angle. Not necessarily parallel to the short back side of your mat, but maybe. Now, when you're ready, let's turn the left toes into the corner of the mat, and let's bring the hands down. You can use hands on blocks or just hands on the floor if you would like to. Feel free to walk your hands forward in front of you. Make sure that your knee stays right over your ankle. Then let's turn the right toes in, and we'll start to bend into the right knee, tracking it out in the same direction as the toes, and then just move side to side. Now you can stay up with me. Some of you like to sit all the way down, and some of you might want to engage the inner thighs and start to sway. You can pretend that you're making a design with your fingers in the sand, or Skandasana, bending your right knee, flying your arms, pulling the energy in, and then sitting low. In, exhale, sit low. One more time. Good. Let's come back to that left leg where we started. So put your hands on the ground, and then let's start to turn. Hands are still inside the front foot. Flip the back heel up, and then you can bring your right knee down if you want to. So you're welcome to stay right here, okay, if you would like to. Let's take deep breaths. If it's available to you, you can bring your right forearm down, and then maybe the left hand comes to the left thigh. Now, if the back knee is down, you're welcome to lift that back foot up. If you'd like, you can start to press against the grounded left leg. So for this variation, let's keep the left knee directly over the ankle rather than rolling to the outside of the foot. Let's keep it grounded. Then the left hand can come behind you, and you can grab the foot if you want to. So for a better view, I'll turn back this way. So down on the right forearm, you might be on a block. You can bend the right knee, and you can reach back with the left hand to catch the foot. Feel free to draw it in as much as you like. Keep hugging the left leg into the side of the body. Let's take 2 more breaths. Keep rolling the heart open. One more breath. Okay, release. Come on up to your hands. Tuck your right toes under. Lift your right knee off the floor. Walk your hands to the right. Walk your left foot into the center and find Virabhadrasana 2 once again. Warrior 2. Okay, now we're coming into Ardha Chandrasana. So let's bring the right hand onto the waist, and the left hand can come to a block on the floor, or you can just keep it high. So because I'm really close to this fireplace, I'm just going to slide the whole thing back a little bit, And if you have a block, it goes out to a diagonal, not directly in line with the foot so that you have more space behind you. Okay, when you're ready, let's start to heel toe the right leg in. Let's put the weight on the left leg and then start to come up. So you may find that you can just reach forward. Maybe there's a wall in front of you. And again, if you want the block, it goes to a diagonal. Now let's bring the right toes forward into your line of sight. Then let that help you open the hip more and then drive it back. Right hand goes in the air. So there's not much going on in the left hand. Okay, it's all in that left leg. It's in the inner thighs, it's in the core. If you want Ardha Chandra Chapasana, reach back and catch the foot. And if you want, flip the hand to the inner arch of the foot so that your shoulder can open more. Open the shoulder back, lean back. Maybe lift the gaze. Let's take another full breath in and then release it. As you exhale, imagine rising up. The right hand rises to the sky, and then you step back. Fly your arms, widen your stance, and let's come down to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand down anywhere but the knee. Let's reach in and touch the ankle. Open up, inhale. Exhale, reach down and touch. Open up, inhale. And one more. Now let's rise up and release. Okay, turn your toes in and then turn your left foot out. Virabhadrasana 2. And I'm just going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because with my luck, somebody will call me while we're in the video, which usually happens to me. Okay, when you're ready, from Virabhadrasana 2, first of all, you want to make sure that you have your block outside that right foot as we move into Ardha Chandrasana if you would like to. Okay, from Virabhadrasana 2, you keep your legs as they are, and let's bring the hands down inside the front foot. Keep your legs as they are. Keep your right knee out over the second and third toe, okay, facing the same direction as the toes, and walk the hands off the mat. Now you're also scooping the tail under so that you can really engage through the core, okay? Deep breaths here, opening up the hip a great deal. 2 more breaths, you've got this. I know it, I can feel it. You are a goddess embodied, no matter what gender you are or how you identify. The goddess just means that you are completely in the flow and you are completely 100% authentic and embodied, yeah? Let's turn your left toes in. Let's bend into the right knee, heels in, toes out. Bend into your left knee, bend into the right knee, side to side. And again, you can sway. I'm just going to use my hands here because it feels really good. You could do Skandasana, which I learned from my teacher Shiva Ray, where you fly the arms and you look at one straight leg as you get low in the other leg, coming in and then stretching out. All right, please bend once again into the right leg. Turn your left toes forward, turn your right toes in a little bit, and then let's wrap the left hip point under. Plant your hands, spin your left heel up and walk your right foot wider. Then slide the left foot back and you can put the left knee down on the mat if you want to. And if you have the back knee down, you could put a blanket under there or you could just fold up your mat like this. Lift your back foot if you want to. Then maybe the right forearm or the right hand goes onto the right leg. And again, remember you're keeping your right foot grounded for this and the knees draw into the center of the body rather than rolling outward. Then if you want to, reach your right hand back and you can hold the foot, or maybe you get down on your left forearm to have a little bit more space to roll open and reach back and draw in. Deep breaths here, and you're still slightly tucking the right hip point under, bringing the pubic bone forward and feeling that strength roll up through the front of the body so that your heart can open. Spin your right shoulder outward so that you have a little bit more space in your heart. And lean the heart back. Lean the head back. Your neck is long. Send the front of your throat forward, activating your communication center, throat, neck, and ears, Vishuddha chakra. You are so strong. You are so beautiful. You are healthy. You can do anything that you want. Anything that you desire is yours. Let's release. Bring the back foot down. Walk the right foot in a little closer. Lift the left knee off the ground. And then plant the back heel. Let's rise to Virabhadrasana 2 one more time. Preparing for Ardha Chandrasana, the standing balance. Bring your left hand to your waist. Your right arm will stay forward. When you're ready, start to heel toe your left foot in. And you're engaging your core. You're drawing in through the right side of the body so the left side can lengthen. Then, keeping the knee right over the second and third toe, start to lift off. If you would like to, you can bring your hand down to a block at a diagonal, slightly backwards. So not in the same line as your right toes, but out to the right. Then, when you're ready, lean your chest back. Now, take your left leg and bring it forward towards you so you can see your toes. And that will help you drive your hip open a little bit more. And then you lean your chest back. You can raise your left arm. You can bend your left knee. Reach back and catch your foot on top. Or if you flip to the arch of the foot underneath, you have more space. Lean your heart back. Keep pushing down through your right big toe and engaging your right inner groin. Squeeze the glute of the right leg to feel the inner thigh working. Let's release it. Your leg is so strong. Stand up by pulling your left hand in the sky. Step it back. Careful, soft landing. Inhale your arms up. Make sure your left foot is parallel to the short side of the mat. Right foot still parallel to the long side of the mat. Leaning forward, inhale to Trikonasana. Right hand to a blocker to the shin. Anywhere but the knee. And for Trikonasana, we reach up and inhale. If you like, exhale and touch. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, reach and touch. One more time, inhale, open, and exhale, reach and touch. Reach up, imagine a little rainbow coming down into your left hand. You can pull onto it to help you bring yourself up. Lean back, reverse your triangle, bend your front knee, bring your hands down to the floor. Unplug your back heel. Let's frame the front foot, step back, knees, toes, or one-legged plank. Then press your shoulders forward above your wrists. Your thighs are engaged as you lower through your push-up. Inhale through your back bend. And exhale, down dog. And let's find a seat. Okay? And turn that drone off because it seems like my Bluetooth connection is having some troubles. Feel free to grab some water. We're coming into our peak pose. So our peak pose is Ekapada Koundinyasana, and we can do Koundinyasana prep, or we can do full Koundinyasana B. So having the knee bent is still Koundinyasana, stretching the legs straight is still Koundinyasana, as is any prep that you do along the way. I think one thing that limits us in our yoga practice, especially in a powerful vinyasa practice, is thinking that if we don't meet our end goal, which is an expectation, then somehow we're not doing the pose or we're not good enough, which is not true. We, get there over time and effort and patience and humility. And sometimes the ego creeps in and we hurt ourselves. And it's just all part of the practice. And so hopefully, if we stay connected to our breath and we can release our attachment to that one way of doing something, AKA our expectation or an end goal, we can just be present with what is. So let's open up our awareness and let's expand into the flow, because our bodies at any stage of the practice, anywhere that we are, regardless of if we're engaging our muscles or not, is a divine vessel for creativity and for inspiration and for connection. That's what asana means. It means seat upon which the yogi meditates. Okay, and asana is just a yoga posture. Okay, I'm gonna turn towards you so that you can see me. Let's come into downward facing dog, and then we'll step the right foot outside the right hand. Okay, bring your left knee down for a moment and just hang out here. Do you see how the knee can come into the outside of the arm? Hug those 2 points together, and then take your right hip point under and push the arm straight. Then, if you want, you can lift your left knee off the floor. Okay, so this is option 1. Option 2 is to hug the foot up. Option 3 is to move forward and hug the rib cage, lean forward and teeter-totter and take your left leg off the ground. When you're ready, you can come back. Some of you are jumping back right now, lowering through your push-up. Knees can be down if you want to. Pressing into your feet, cobra or upward facing dog. I'm gonna give my low back a little rest and do Bhujangasana. And then I'll press back to downward facing dog. Now let's do the other side. And we're doing this twice, just so you know. Step the left foot outside the left hand and come back into that lunge that we were working with before. And see if you can hug the left leg to the outside of the arm. And as you hug, the left hip point comes under and you drive energy through the shoulders. Lift the back knee if you want to. See the left hip rolling under, yeah? Okay, we're in this together. I can see you. Keep an eye on me. If you like, you can lift your foot or you can bend and you can lift the back leg. Feel free to float it back through chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing dog and exhale to rest. Whew. Let's roll the wrists. Now the second time, you're welcome to straighten your leg if you didn't before, if that's available to you. That's the full Koundinyasana B, and it is just another phase along the way if you like, okay? So feel free to stay in any one of those options. Ready? Yes, let's do this. Shakti sparkles coming at ya. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Hands to the ground, or get ready. Step your right foot out, outside your right hand. Lift your back knee, go for it. Round through the upper back, protract the scapula, pull the foot up, bend forward, press up. Now straighten the right leg, look out to your right foot, your toes are alive. Tap the back heel down, press it back, maybe three-legged dog, inhale, and then exhale. You can come forward to plank if you want to, lower through your push-up, inhale through your back bend, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's step that left foot outside the left hand. Okay, let's do this. You got it. This is Uttanapishtasana. This is a great pose to stay in. It's Lisard, okay? If you want, hug the knee to the arm. Pick up the core, broaden the scapula, bend the elbows, lean forward, press up, straighten it out. Step it back, float it back. Take your vinyasa. Child's pose. Feel free to roll your wrists, wiggle your fingers. That was fun, huh? Yeah. Okay, we're coming now into Kapotasana, and this is our last active posture. So you're welcome to just go ahead and lay on your back for figure 4, which is to lie down, and then you can take your right ankle over your left thigh and scoop in to hold your left leg. And feel free to rock around. Those of you that would like the Kapotasana variation from downward facing dog, you'll take your right leg high. So inhale the right leg up and back. Send the top of your left thigh back to get some space and push the hands forward at the same time. Then bring your right knee to your right wrist. Slide your left leg back and release it. And you can stay upright if you want to, or you can come down onto your forearms. Keep lengthening your left leg away from you. So I just tucked my left toes under and I sent my leg backward. So try that if you like. If you want to put a block underneath your forehead, you're welcome to do that. Wherever you are, let's take 5 long breaths. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Last deep breath in. And full release exhale. Start to walk up slowly. And if you're on your back, you can simply switch. Or if you're in down dog and you want to do Kapotasana variation on the other side, you can tuck your left toes under, bring your left knee closer, retuck, and then maybe your right leg comes up and back for a few hip circles, or perhaps for wild thing if you would like to step over like we did before, and then the left foot steps closer. And then this time, if you can get the right foot closer to you, you're welcome to reach back and try to touch the ankle or the calf. That's fun. And then come on back over. Let's take the left leg high. As you reach the left leg up, drive the right thigh backward, as if you're pushing or stamping your left foot on the wall. Then lift up high into the right tiptoes, send the left knee toward the left wrist, and slide your right leg back. If you can stay there, or if you would like to, you can come down onto forearms. Feel free to put that block on your head again. I'm just going to keep my head lifted this time. Now is a nice time to roll through your wrists as we start to tone down and calm down. Two more full breaths. One more breath. For our last active posture, if you'd like, you can walk up onto your hands, tuck your right toes under, and bring your foot closer to lift your left leg up and back, and feel free to stay there, or you can step over to Koundinyasana. Turn both of your feet to the back edge of the mat and walk your left foot close. Then, if it's okay for your right shoulder, you can start to drive into your heels, roll your left side body open, reach back, and touch your left back of the leg anywhere you want to. You might even take your foot a little closer, okay, so that you can reach back, touch that, and then come on around and down. Okay, now it's time to rest. So let's do a few seated stretches first. And if you like, you can also do these in a reclining position. So the first one is Baddha Konasana. And you're welcome to take 2 blocks, if you'd like, underneath your legs. And if you would like to, you can sit up and lean forward. Or if you want to go ahead and lie down, just lie down. After all of that really, really strong outer hip and glute work, sometimes it can be really nice to do some seated stretches, making sure that your spine is long. And if there's any tension in the low back when you come into flexion, just keep your spine in neutral, leading with the heart. So stay out of flexion and maybe even a little extension if you would like to. The hands can even come in front of you. You can isometrically pull on your hands to bring your heart forward more. Let's take one more breath. And then we'll lift the legs and stretch them out. Now, if you'd like, you can come onto your back and you can prop your legs up the wall, or you can take your strap or blanket, or even just simply your hands, and draw the legs towards you. If you want to do Paschimottanasana in your seat, you can send the tailbone back. So I just rolled the glutes backward, okay? Then you can press down through the thighs to lift up through the chest. So Dandasana first, staff pose, everything rises. Then from there, we start to lean forward. It's okay to bend the knees. The feet stay stamped on an invisible wall in front of you. Release the hands to the legs or to the floor or to the feet and take another inhale. Keep lengthening your heart forward. You're getting longer from hips to underarms each time. Use your core, get longer, get more space. Drag your hands on the floor. Keep engaging your core so much that you feel all the length coming into your low back. All the length. Going slowly. Deep breaths. One more full breath. Okay. Then let's go ahead and lower down onto the back. Slowly. All the way down. Oh, yeah. Whew. If you would like, we'll do one final spinal twist. Taking the legs, lifting up, stacking them. Roll your knees to your left as you reach out for your right arm. If you'd like, you can stretch your right leg out, hold on to it with your left hand. Then maybe the bottom leg, you can reach back and catch a quad stretch there, grabbing your foot. Either find a nice gaze point of drishti, or you can close your eyes and go into your own world. And then release. Let's come through the center, draw the legs to your right as you reach out through your left arm. Oh, if you want, you can take the top foot and stretch that out. So stretching out through the left leg, you might keep it there. I have my left leg propped on a couple of blocks, which is really nice. If you want the quad stretch, then you start to slide the right leg back and you hold on to your right foot with your left hand and you roll that left shoulder down as you continue reaching your left leg out and to the right. If you want, you can rub the body, giving it a little bit more love and attention. So much gratitude for sharing this practice with you. Thank you for joining me. Gratitude for technology, which brings us closer wherever we are. Remember this feeling because you created this. It's available to you anytime. When you're ready, let's release and we'll come into our final back bend. So if you'd like, you're welcome to do supported bridge. You can take your block at its low or medium level underneath your pelvis. And feel free to push into your heels to lift your glutes to take your block underneath you. And feel free to stay right there. Or finding the block closer toward the sacrum and tailbone, you might stretch one or both legs out and maybe the arms go up and back behind you. If this is too much on your low back, just do one leg at a time. And then whatever leg is stretched out, you can shake it a little bit. Take one more breath. And then let's switch it. Stretching out through the right leg. Shake it a little. Shake, shake, shake it. One last breath. Slide the feet onto the floor, press into your upper arms and into your heels to lift your hips, squeezing your glutes. Take the block out. And let's come into Savasana. If you'd like, you can prop your legs up on a couch or on a wall. If you have your two blocks, you can take your blocks underneath your thighs, which will help to relieve some of the tension in your lower legs. Also, if opening up through the chest and shoulders is your intention, you can do a very nice restorative heart opener. You can take your blanket, if you have one, and unfold it so that the tassels are on one side like this. And then you roll it up like a little snake here. Okay. And then you'll put that roll right at the base of your scapula, your shoulder blades. Okay, so when you're ready, you just come down and you'll feel it right at the base of your shoulder blades. Okay, so that your heart can move up and your arms can open. And this will help you create about 35% more availability of space for your breath. You want to find that comfortable position that elevates your heart, but your arms and shoulders and head and neck are still on the ground. And you all rest. And I'd like to offer a mantra meditation while you're resting. And then if at any point you would like to sing with me, you're absolutely invited to. We'll do the Primordial Goddess Shakti, her mantra today. And this mantra, more information about this mantra can be found on the 3ho.org website, as it is a Kundalini mantra, and we'll be doing a portion of it. So as you settle in, take a few deep breaths. If there's a way to make yourself more comfortable, please do that. Maybe run your tongue over your teeth and swallow.
Please feel free to stay completely at ease and quiet if that's what you need today. If you would like, I'll offer a seated meditation with mantra. So slowly and gently bring yourself there. And for a couple minutes, we'll chant simply Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, meaning that I bow to that primordial mother, Mother Nature, all that I am, was, and ever will be, this body, this mind, and my soul. So connecting to that space within you where you find your truth, who you truly are at your core. The very foundation, the very beginning of you. Where do you begin? Adi Shakti. Jai Ma, victory to Mother. You're ready. Breathe into it. Let's take it all. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo, Namo Namo,
namo, namo, namo, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, namo, 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 Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, namo, 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 Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, namo, 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 Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, namo, 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 Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, namo, 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 namo. Deep breath in for a hold. Jema, victory to Mother Nature within each of us. Feel free to stay here, maybe bringing the hands to the heart or to the third eye, perhaps bowing to that powerful energy within yourself. I'm going to stand and offer blessing to the goddess on my altar. I have a puja bell, ceremony bell. So, Jai Ma, victory to Mother. I like to bow to her. I like to kiss my hand and kiss her foot, to put my forehead near her. So what I'm doing here is I'm honoring the divine within myself through reflections that are inspiring to me. So if you have something that's inspiring to you, you put that on your home altar. Pictures of your teachers and your teachers' teachers and things that make you feel the most connected to yourself. And perhaps adding flowers or fresh fruit or oils or anything that feels good to you, maybe like a little cup of water. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here with you all. Thank you. Namaste. Have a great day. If you have any questions, drop me a line on the video notes. You can comment on there. And tell all your friends. I'd love to practice with them too. Thank you very much. See you next time. Thank you, Sarah. I love you. Thank you. Namaste.